In today's video, we're going to talk about how to effectively advertise a skincare or beauty brand. I'm Meredith, the creative director at Biddyco, and we help e-commerce companies scale their paid traffic. We've helped a lot of beauty and skincare brands scale their paid traffic, so you definitely want to tune in. As I said before, we have worked with a handful of skincare and beauty brands, some that I'm sure you are very familiar with, and we have helped them grow their revenue, grow their team, expand their product line. Anyways, we've made some big things happen. And we have found that there are a couple common essentials that bind them all together that create a successful campaign specifically for beauty and skincare. And so I'm going to share those right now. And we're going to dive in with number one. Keep it authentic and not always super polished. So I'll give you an example of a brand that we have been working with, we're currently working with. When we first started out, we introduced the idea of doing more native content. And so by native, I mean not branded. It feels as if an influencer or a user has posted this onto the internet about their product. And they were really hesitant, and I get it. As a creative director, I totally understand. You want the look and the feel to make you really proud. You want it to feel cohesive. However, that ad totally killed it. I mean, it was just like above and beyond. It outperformed the branded ones. It outperformed the pretty flat lays, the perfectly polished ones with the logos. And it just goes to show that sometimes the authenticity and kind of that more natural, very intentional native content can outperform anything that's branded. So I'm encouraging you to let go a little bit, be a little bit more open to the idea that a more unpolished, native, real life type of ad can work just as well as one that is perfectly beautiful and branded and whatnot. Number two would be promote your press. So I feel like brands with their relationship to press is very iffy. It's kind of like, oh, we got the press and then we posted it on our socials and now it's just floated off into the internet. But you can use that to your advantage within your ad campaigns. So we have seen an overwhelming amount of press ads just totally go above and beyond. I mean, the CPAs are low, they're driving a huge amount of conversions, and it's simple. We're not reinventing the wheel here. We're showing the piece, we're using the quotes. Sometimes we're literally using screenshots. And this is all super powerful stuff that helps just create that social proof. It helps validates your product. It helps let people know that like the editors of Vogue are using it, or the women of Birdie have just tried it and they love it. Point is, don't let all that press go to waste. I'm sure that you're probably sitting on at least like 10, 12 press links, even if they're blog links, like that still counts. That helps a reader say, people are listening to this product, people are using this product, and maybe I should too. Number three, you're gonna hate this because you've heard this before. Leverage your influencers. But I'm gonna take a different take on this. So I don't consider an influencer someone who has to have a large social media following. And I don't even wanna throw around the buzzword of like a micro influencer. Honestly, you just need somebody who has people listening to them on the internet that knows how to light themselves well and looks good on camera. That's it. So think about all of the different people who've been tagging you in posts, people that you have reposted. And I'm sure that if you have someone doing your social media, they have been capturing all of, the mentions and the Instagram stories. A lot of them have been reposting them as their own on their own stories. Ask for permission. Find a way to use those. Those can be super, super valuable. Again, don't have to have a big following, don't have to have a big audience. They just need to be well lit and know how to talk on camera. Number four would be focus on one specific product or product category in your campaigns. So beauty, skincare, you've got a lot of products. Your product catalog is massive. And so you're left really overwhelmed when you sit down to figure out, what do we advertise? Do we advertise everything? That's not realistic. Do we advertise just the brand and hope that the customer finds their way, which they won't, we all know that. So what we found works best is to pick one. Pick one product, Better yet, pick your top 5 products and do individual ads for each single one. It makes a huge difference when you can narrow in on one product, because every product, for the most part, probably has different benefits, different uses, different audiences, and you want to make sure that you're just speaking to one. You don't want your ads to have, kind of this multi-purpose, multi-personality. You want them to just focus in on one. It helps your customer get clear on what they're going to buy. And honestly, if the ad's good enough, they're going to click into the site, they're going to see that you have a ton of other beautiful products, and chances are they're not going to leave with just one product. But lead them to the water with just one. And the follow-up to that is, okay, well, what if I have like 5 or 10 or 3 products that all fall under the same category? So maybe they're moisturizers or lipsticks. That can work, but then stick with one product category. So if it is lipsticks, you want to feature 5, but make sure they're all lipsticks. Don't get into lip stains or, lip balms. Make sure you're staying within the product category. Same with like a face mask. So if you've got like 3 great face masks and, you want to be able to give people the option of which to pick, show all 3, but then show what differentiates them. Let the customer know why you're showing all 3 and like how each one is going to benefit them differently. Otherwise, just pick one. Number 5 is customer-generated content. We like to refer to it as CGC over at Bidico. And what this entails is anytime a customer posts a photo, anytime they post a video, anytime they post a review, that is what CGC is. And all of that can be harnessed to power your campaign creative. And, most brands are not making a concentrated effort to secure the permissions. You're not going to get permission to use all of them. A lot of times you're going to hear a no, but honestly, just 3 testimonials, 3 video testimonials can drive so much money for your campaigns. I mean, it can like totally transform your advertising efforts, and all it takes is a concentrated effort into gathering them. So look at your customer list. That's how many potential CGC assets you are sitting off of. And then look at your returning customer list. Those are like your super users, your superpower cheerleaders that are probably telling their friends about your brand. And those are the people that you want to get on camera. If you can get them using your product, like, whoa, that's the mother lode. But really, all you need is somebody talking about how much they love it, like pretending they're talking to their friend. And put one person on your team, give them one day, sit down, make a spreadsheet, and go after those people. Offer them something. Maybe it's a discount, maybe it's a free product, maybe it's anything. I don't care. You'll come up with something better than I can. But figure out what your customer wants, offer it to them, and then get that piece of testimonial. Obviously, video is better than not, but whatever you can get, accept it, and then put it in your ad creative. That's it. I'm so glad to be back. I promise I will be back next week with another video on social advertising or e-commerce. If after watching this, you're like, hey, I work for a skincare or beauty brand and we need some help with our advertising, or better yet, I own a skincare or beauty brand and they really seem to know what they're doing. We do. Call us, text us, chat us. There is a link below in the description to get in touch, and we'd love to hear from you. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was useful. Pass to your friends, and otherwise, I will see you next week.